Portugal played no direct role in the Mexican-American War, 1846 to 1848, as the conflict was primarily between the United States and Mexico over territorial disputes and the expansion of U.S. influence in North America. However, as a European nation with global interests, Portugal, like other European powers, likely observed the war's developments with interest due to its implications for international trade, diplomacy, and the balance of power in the Americas. 1. Portugal's neutral stance. Portugal maintained a policy of neutrality during the Mexican-American War. The nation was focused on its colonial empire, particularly in Africa, South America, and Asia, and had limited involvement in North American affairs. Unlike European powers such as Britain and France, which had significant trade ties and political interests in the Americas, Portugal's influence in the region was minimal by the mid-19th century. 2. Impact on Portuguese trade. While Portugal did not participate in the war, the conflict may have indirectly affected its trade interests. Portugal had long-standing ties with Brazil, a former colony, and maintained some commercial relationships in the Americas. The U.S.'s territorial expansion and increased influence in the Western Hemisphere may have influenced trade routes and market access, though these effects were likely marginal for Portugal compared to larger global powers. 3. Portugal's broader context. During the mid-19th century, Portugal was grappling with its own internal challenges, including political instability, economic struggles, and efforts to maintain control over its colonial empire. These issues likely preoccupied Portuguese policymakers, leaving little room for involvement or influence in a conflict far removed from their immediate interests. Conclusion. Portugal had no active role in the Mexican-American War, and its direct interests in the conflict were minimal. While the war reshaped the balance of power in North America, Portugal's focus remained on its colonial territories and domestic challenges. Like many smaller European powers, Portugal observed the war's outcomes from afar, with limited direct involvement or significant impact on its own affairs.